Good afternoon. My name is Grace Oliver, and I'm going to do a demonstration for you on how to put together a planter. In this situation, I'm going to plant a hanging basket. There are standalone or freestanding planters, as I put together here, but our finished product is going to be like this, or similar to this, a hanging basket. Some things that you will need: gardening gloves, obviously a planter. You'll need soil. I usually pick a potting soil that has fertilizer so that it keeps feeding and nourishing the plant throughout the summer. A garden trowel helps with scooping the soil and placing your plants. And of course, we'll need water and flowers. I picked out flowers that like the sun because my hanging baskets will be hanging in an area where they'll get lots of exposure to the sun throughout the day. So first of all, we'll take our pot and we'll fill it about a third of the way full with the potting soil. Don't want to have it too full. You need to have room for your plants. Always add as you go. And I always wear my gardening gloves because you never know what chemicals are all in your fertilizers and potting soils, possible allergic reactions. It just helps to keep my hands a little cleaner too. The plants that I have right here are purple. And you just squeeze the bottom of their temporary home to pop them out. They'll have tags, and these tags are all for mentioning that these plants like full sun. So I picked out plants that are compatible and all like the sun. I'm going to place a couple of my plants in my pot. Place them strategically around. And now that I've got the first couple in, I'll fill in some of the spots between them to help secure them so they won't tip or shift around as I start to put in additional plants. So I like to mix color. Here I've got, like I said, I've got purple and then yellow. Make them bright and cheery. Just work them in. Make sure that the roots are firmly in the pot. You have enough room to put fresh dirt on top without going over the edge so that water doesn't run out of your planter, and that it'll allow you to, the planter to, and plants to soak up the soil. I also like to add an accent plant, usually in the middle, most of my planters. Some plants are easier than others to get out. These are a little dry. I have that one right in the middle, and my final outer plant, placing it so that it gives the best benefit of being full and colorful, and then just going around and filling in amongst and between the plants. I haven't already mentioned, you need to pick an area to do your potting that's easy to clean up after you're done. This isn't exactly a clean activity. You just work your hands and trowel around, feeling it to make sure that the plants are in firmly so that their roots can reestablish themselves in their new home. Continue to get the maximum nutrients out of fresh soil. And so that when they're firmly planted, then the elements like sun and wind, and the exposure to heavy rains won't knock your plants out or damage your plants. Looks like I need to add a little bit more soil to give these plants a fresh start. Make sure they're standing upright. And, as I mentioned, the tags that come with your flowers explain how tall they grow, what they like, sun or shade. And I like to keep mine on hand and stick a couple of them along one side, just in case, for some reason, a plant may die or some mishap that I want to replace it, or if I really find that I like this combination, that I can keep note and record of what I bought and what I put together and repeat it for next year. So once I have my plants in, I bring my water container out. If possible, if you have fresh rainwater, use a rain barrel. Any kind of water the first 24 hours are the most crucial to give your plants a good soaking so that they helps to feed the nutrients that are in the soil and helps the roots to become established again in their new home. It also helps to clean up the pot a little bit with water and such. So, here's our finished product, a hanging planter. Hanging around outside, looks nice, decorates up the yard, and for me, they're fun to play with. So, have fun planting.